Do you recommend prenuptial agreements?
Sometimes. Anytime you want to change the ground rules, that's when a prenup is called for. Of course, you need to know what the ground rules are first. So, uh, I frequently have consultations with folks who are contemplating a prenup. They're about to get married, and somebody raised this issue. Maybe they thought it was a good idea. Maybe their fiance suggested it. And so the first thing we got to talk about is, what are the default rules in California? And then talk about whether we're happy with those rules applying to us potentially many years from now. But even a prenup that doesn't end up being executed, the process of negotiating the terms is an excellent vehicle for having that conversation about finances. Because both parties are required to disclose to the other all of their assets and all of their obligations that they know about, kind of like in a divorce. Except people usually overstate their life's worth at the prenup stage and understate at the divorce stage. But you have that conversation. And even if there's no agreement on what sets of rules will apply, which just means, if the parties go forward with a marriage, then that means that the default California rules apply. But even if they don't end up signing a prenup, we've still essentially forced that conversation on them, meaning me and the other attorney who represents the other fiance. So there's benefit to that regardless. But let's take a really easy example. Let's say I don't want to end up in a situation where I have to pay spousal support indefinitely. And under California law, a marriage that lasts 10 years or longer, the court doesn't have the power to terminate either party's ability to seek spousal support from the other. So if 20 years into my marriage, I realize that I'm kind of done and I am the high income earner, let's say, I work for Google and I married a substitute teacher, I can expect to pay spousal support until death or remarriage, whenever that might happen.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
And if I don't want to be stuck in that situation, there's an opportunity there before the marriage to negotiate some terms in a prenup that changes those rules.